No chewing. Ah. Okay. This is the first time I've touched any of the pigs without food. Of course, they're used to me bringing them some treats. Ah. Wow, a whole week has gone by in July 2022. Coming up on the second Sunday. And I am at my leased farm. My first leased farm. The leased farm that I've leased so far. And it's time to talk about the Sunday message. This has been just a whirlwind of a week. I went to Albany last weekend and I had a pretty significant pork sale, which really helped to encourage me and to just confirm that I'm not totally crazy, that somebody wants this, right? We have these ideas that grab us and pull us where they will pull us. And sometimes other people get it, sometimes they don't. Sometimes we just do it and we know we have to. Hey, Rubs. How's my rubber tummy doing? There's my girl. So this week, I went to Albany, made a big pork sale, came back on Monday, July 4th, and I just knew the pigs had been eating in the trailer for a week, and I knew I had to get them in on Tuesday, the 5th. And so I didn't give them any food on Sunday. They were good and hungry, and they were like, "Where's our food?" And I'm like, "It's gonna be in the trailer." And so they went into the trailer and I got all of them in. I had to clear out some stuff that was in there and that was kind of keeping all three of them from being in there. So I realized that, again, my deal. And so, ooh, turkey vulture, I saw the shadow. So Tuesday I got the pigs here and it was raining. Ready? Come on, girls, just let it swing. Just let it.
Go towards me.
Come on, girls, just let it swing so it's open, so they'll see. Come on, girls. Come on. Here's my rubber tummy. That's a good girl. Come on out. There you go. And then I just got to hook up the fence. And I seeded the place where they were. And it's just a blur. I don't know what I also recorded Rise and Fall, which I think will be very appropriate as the world continues to be the way it is. Rise and fall. I believe I can hear the distance calling, 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 calling. That was Wednesday. Thursday, I went to an auction with my friend Gary Pecore of Adirondack Greenhouses, and I learned all about that. And it's a Mennonite auction, and the Mennonite and the Amish are kind of related, but also different. These Mennonite, they have steel wheels on their tractors. They're allowed to have tractors, but they're not allowed to have cars. They can't drive anything that has rubber wheels. They can have a trailer that has rubber wheels, but their tractor has to have steel wheels. So that was interesting, and the auction was mind-blowing.
$24 bill, gotta be 24. $23 now, 24. No, $23. And now $3.25, gotta be $3.25. A $3 bill now, $3.25, gotta be $3.25. $25 now, 26. So $25 to 120.
See what I mean? And so, but just spending time with Gary was really powerful because in a lot of ways we're very different. He's very mechanical, very talented and technically oriented, and I'm not. But he just, I mean, we went so many places in 3 hours. I was exhausted in a good way. It was just like, wow, you know, this guy is just doing it. He is pursuing his dream every single day. And it was beautiful. He's a beautiful human being. He could be a little rough around the edges, a little bit like my dad. You know, my dad is just a sweetheart, but he can be a little abrupt, you know. We all can. I've been told that about me. But the thing is, when you have a vision, there's a certain energy that drives you, that doesn't let you stop. And I feel that energy every day in my own world. Gary expressed that he's kind of torn between his love of landscaping, and he took me to one of his landscaping projects. Gorgeous, amazing. And his Adirondack growers, Adirondack greenhouses, you know, growing food and really knowing his customers and knowing he knows all the farmers in the area. It was beautiful to see him in his element and his passion for it. It's not work for him. It's a passion. And he was saying at one point, he has a crew of his guys dismantling this glass greenhouse that he got for, you know, a song, because people just wanted it off their property or whatever. And he said how, you know, a couple of his guys were like, geez, Gary, it's going to cost you a lot in payroll to get that, you know. But he wants the greenhouse. It's not strictly for financial purposes, right? There are things that I am doing. Most of them have to make financial sense because I don't have a deep reservoir of money to start a farm or a church, right? But the very fact that it's hard, like John F. Kennedy's speech, we choose to go to the moon, not because it's easy, but because it's hard. This is hard, what I'm doing. It's good, and I'm deeply passionate about it, and it doesn't feel like work sometimes, even though it's sweaty, even though I'm being more physical than I've ever been in my life, even though there are so many songs that need to be recorded that are kind of saying, Mark, when are you going to record me? And I feel those songs, and I feel that it does stress me out a little bit. But like, look behind me. I'll do a better shot of it. But this was all brush a day ago. And look how just park-like and open it's becoming. And the sunlight that's streaming in here is going to grow us forage. And coming here, this land is holy. And that's one thing the landowner and I really agree on, is that the land is sacred. And we need to be stewards of the land. That's not a business decision. That's a calling, right? It's a compulsion in the best sense of the terms, where I feel compelled. I have to do it. I have to do this. I don't know where it's going to lead. In the song I released last week, Light Over Your Shoulder, at the end of the song, I'm like, and I don't know where it takes me, but I do know that I have to go. When Spirit calls, it would kill your soul to say no. When Spirit calls, it is soul killing to not say yes. When Spirit calls, the only choice is to say yes. To say no to Spirit's call is basically to die, even though you may still be moving around and taking up space on the planet. When Spirit calls, how do you say no to that? Like, right? So I have to start a farm and I have to record hundreds of songs, and I need a place to do both of them together where spirituality is not sneered at, but where it's also not some weird right-wing evangelical, Ku Klux Klan kind of Christianity. Because the real Christianity is that God is love. God is love. When Spirit calls us, it's not calling us to harm us. It's calling us to something that is for our greater good of ourselves as well as of a community. We humans are really screwed up, but we don't have to be if we will wake up and listen to Spirit's call and then follow it. And Spirit never calls us to lie. Spirit never calls us to harm other people. Spirit never calls us to be more selfish and to be cruel. Spirit, like the Spanish Inquisition, to me, that almost stopped me from becoming any kind of a Christian once I learned about that. Of the horrible things that were done to people just because they didn't believe what the church said they should believe. That's not Christianity. That's not God is love. God is all-encompassing, all-accepting. That's not the kingdom is within. That's human crap. When Spirit calls, the only response is to follow the call, even though it may not look spiritual. Gary kind of quietly said to me, sometimes at the end of the day, when the crew's gone home, I have to just sit here in my truck and look at this greenhouse. I just have to have a few moments to myself to reflect on this greenhouse, where it came from, and how I want to use it. This is a spiritual calling for this guy. I don't know if he would admit that. But the sooner all of us admit that we are spirits in these bodies and we are being called by Spirit to leave the world a little better place than we found it. What else is there that is as satisfying? People chase money and they find that they're empty at the end of that road. People chase sex and love and romance, and at the end of that road find they're lonely. People chase approval of others, only to realize the disapproval came from themselves. When Spirit calls, it can come through your life like that dump truck out on the highway. Sometimes Spirit whispers, sometimes Spirit tiptoes through, passes through on tiptoes. Sometimes the Spirit is like a rock thrown through your bedroom window. Wake up! You're being called. We are all being called to something. Anybody who says they're not being called is not listening. And I dare you, I double dog dare you to listen. Listen to Spirit. Listen to Spirit, because when we do, everything makes sense. And the world becomes a better place. That's all I got. Peace, love, grooviness. Amen. Together we could change the world. Sing along with me, okay? Here we go. Boom. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I believe it's not too late. Together we can change the world. Lay the puzzle pieces out, find out what it's all about. Together we can change the world. Can't do it by myself, so I'm asking for your help. Together we can change the world. Sail past where it's been charted, roll your sleeves up, let's get started. Together we can change the world. Together we can change the world. With our hands and with our hearts, we can dare to make a start. Together we can change the world. What if we spoke with one voice, knowing that we have a choice? Together we can change the world. Can't do it by myself, so I'm asking for your help. Together we can change the world. Sail past where it's been charted, roll your sleeves up, let's get started. Together we can change the world. Together we can change the world. Change your mind and change your life. Set aside the fear and strife. Together we can change the world. When we open up our eyes, then we start to realize together we can change the world. Change your mind. Can't do it by myself, so I'm asking for your help. Together we can change the world. Change your mind. Sail past where it's been charted, roll your sleeves up, let's get started. Together we can change the world. Change your mind. Can't do it by myself, so I'm asking for your help. Together we can change the world. Change your mind. Sail past where it's been charted, roll your sleeves up, let's get started. Together we can change the world. Together we can change the world. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I believe it's not too late. Together we can change the world. Hey, thanks for watching and listening so far. I hope you have time for one more song because it really supports this message. And it's called Beneath the Surfaces of Things. And it's a song that I took the quote, sometimes the spirit tiptoes through, sometimes it throws a rock through your bedroom window. It's in the song. So I thought it would actually fit really well. So hang with me just a few more minutes, and then I'll talk to you after that. Thanks. were singing just now, when we were singing just now. Have you been jousting with petty tyrants, shadow boxing with cold fear? Have you been grinding through the old dance like sand thrown into the gears? Sand thrown into the gears. We are searching beneath the surfaces of things. We are searching beneath the surfaces of things. We are searching beneath the surfaces of things. What would it be like to truly love yourself? What would it be like to truly have good health? What would it be like to have a dream so huge it's impossible to refuse? It's impossible to refuse. We are searching beneath the surfaces of things. We are searching beneath the surfaces of things. We are searching beneath the surfaces of things. Sometimes the Spirit speaks to you in whispers. Sometimes the Spirit tiptoes through in slippers. Sometimes the Spirit speaks to you in whispers. Sometimes the Spirit wakes you up like a rock thrown through your bedroom window. What if everything is perfect? What if friction leads to fire? What if fire prepares the soil so the seeds can grow much higher? So the seeds can grow much higher. We are searching beneath the surfaces of things. 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 Oh, where did the world go? Oh, where did the world go? Oh, where did the world go when we were singing just now? Hey, if you like this kind of content, I really would appreciate it if you could give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below, share this with somebody who you would like to open up a conversation about spirituality with, and just do it, all right? Because we are spirits in these bodies, and it'd be so cool if we could talk to each other about it. Just a thought, all right? Bye.